Hey, good morning, everybody, or night or evening, wherever you guys are. So we just, as you are aware, we released our staking yesterday. Okay. We have had a large amount of questions throughout the night and since launch. So I kind of made a short, sweet list of, well, not really short, I jotted them down, of questions. Again, I apologize if I didn't answer every single question. So I'm only covering the ones that have been asked the most frequent. So basically that's what this video is going to be. I'm just going to, go through the list I wrote down and answering all of these, and hopefully it will answer some of your guys' concerns and questions. So we'll start with the very first one that I wrote down here. Why is the APY low? Okay. And so the APY right now is low because it is running dynamic. Okay. That's how we have our staking APY. It's dynamic. So the more people stake and the larger amount that it keeps going up, I think it's at 15 trillion ADAcash right now staked, the APY is going to be a lower percentage. Okay. Now, mind you, part of this question as well, will I be able to make anything? All right. So if you look at a sense, if you were to stake, let's say just stake 500 Cardano, right? If you were at the percentage that we're at right now with 500 Cardano, yes, you won't be making too much, right? Because the amount that you're staking is not a lot. But when you factor in, if you're staking in millions of shares or even billions of shares up to the 200 billion, you got to think that's a lot of shares that you are putting into the staking pool, right? So that small percentage, even though it might be really low right now, you're still accumulating quite a bit over time. Okay. So, keep that in mind when you are staking. It's not like if you're staking, like I said, 500, Cardano or anything like that. This is, you're staking a big amount. So again, with the small percentage, you're still going to actually accumulate quite a bit, right? So yes, you are going to make, your soul cash and your reflections as well. Now, when people unstake, say, for example, they unstake because the Cashimon game, when we release our Cashimon game and someone needs ADAcash so they can use to play the game, well, they may unstake some of their bag that they put into the staking pool. Well, then the APY will start to go back up a little bit, right? So keep that in mind. How do I stake? That's a very recent, commonly asked question. There is a documentation for the document that CR actually wrote up. It is very well done. It is in the pinned messages. Please go check the pinned messages in the Telegram chat. It is right there. It explains how it works. It has all the wallet addresses that you need to put in your wallet. It shows you screenshots, explains to you, step by step on how to stake. So it's very, very easy, very self-explanatory. So please check out the documentation. Gas fees. Okay. If you guys are aware of the Binance blockchain, there are gas fees. Okay. They're nothing compared to Bitcoin or Ethereum's gas fees, but there are gas fees. We have no control over that. There's nothing, we can't work around that. That's just how it is. So when you claim your staked earnings, which is Soul Cash, your ADA reflections and your Solana reflections, when you claim it, there is a gas fee. Okay, there's no workaround on that. That's just how it is. There's nothing more I can tell you on that. But there is no tax. Before, when we were creating this, we were telling everyone there is going to be a tax because that's how it was supposed to be set up. But we got it to work out so that there is no tax to stake. There is no tax to unstake. So the only fee you're paying is to claim for the gas fees. And when you're putting in your staking say you put in 100 billion shares, you pay the gas fees then too as well. But that is it, right? And we have no control over that. That's just how it is. This is a very common question recently. I don't know who came up with this or who got the idea, and it's been spreading, but people have been asking, are we going to stake Sol Cash? The answer is flat out no. Is it in the works? No. Will it ever happen? No. Okay? Plain and simple. So please stop asking that. It is not going to happen. I don't know who brought that up or who came up with that, but no, it is not going to happen. So there's your answer for that. Will the Sol Cash price rise? Some people have been asking about that. Yes, it will rise. We can't do anything. We can't make people buy, just like we can't make people buy in ADAcash. If people want to invest in Sol Cash, the price will rise. If people want to invest in ADAcash, the price will rise. As people stake, okay, out of that 800 million that's still out there, when that starts to go down because people are staking and earning that, that is going off the market, right? Because that's theirs. So the less there is circulating out there, the more the price will rise. The same thing with ADAcash. Since people are staking, they're putting into the staking pool, it's coming off the market, right? So it's 15% of the total share, total circulation right now is off the market right now because they staked it, right? Well, over time, that's less out there for people to buy, brings up the price, okay? That's how that works. What's another question here that I have for you guys? What is the difference between holding and staking? Well, holding is when you invest and you're holding your shares and you're going to accumulate your reflections that way. Staking is the best way to think about it is when you go to a bank, you take your money, you put it into, say, a savings account. There is maybe, depending on the bank, there might be a percentage that you will make off of what you put in, dollar amount, into your savings account, okay? So when you have that accumulating over time, you make money. Well, the same thing with staking. When you put your shareholdings into a staking pool, you will accumulate your Sol Cash, your ADA reflections, and your Solana reflections, okay? Basically, the best way to think about staking is you put it in, you forget about it for months, you come back, you claim your rewards, and goes in your wallet. It's the best way to think about it. If that's not what your goal is, if your goal is to treat it just like your normal investment, you want to sell it here in a week or whatever, I probably would not stake. Plain and simple. Okay, so if you stake, can you add more ADAcash to your bag, your staking bag? Yes, okay. If you buy 10 billion ADAcash right now and you stake it, you can add more to it over time, up to 200 billion ADAcash you can stake per wallet, okay? So if you have two wallets and you have 100 billion in one wallet and 100 billion in another, you can stake both those wallets. Okay, so you can keep adding to it. All right. I already covered this question, but I wrote it down. Are there fees? Yes, there are the gas fees you have to pay. Will there be a price reflecting with the staking platform that we have? Hydra said that he is going to work on coming out with an update. So when you're on the staking platform, you will see the dollar amount. Yes, he is going to be working on something like that. Please do not ask him when it's coming out because the man is, you know, he's tired right now. Okay, so give him some time. He will work his magic and he will come out with something. Okay. The dividends page. This is the last question here. The dividends page is it different than the swap page? And what I mean by that is if you go to our dividend tracker, you can see, like you could see your Sol Cash and your ADAcash reflections and such. And now we have the swap. Yes, they are different. When you go into the swap, that is for the swap pool that you put your ADAcash into. You will see your reflections there. It is different than our actual dividends platform. Okay, it is different. Basically, here's your dividends platform. This is for what you're holding, and say your ADAcash that you did not stake. You're going to see your reflections and calculations and all of that here. Here's your swap platform. This is what you put in your staking pool. Okay, you're going to see it differently there. Is there works in tying that together? Maybe, but for now, no. That's just how it is. They're two different things. So please, if you don't like that, well, I don't have any other things to tell you on that. It's just how it is. But that's all the questions I have right now. Is quite a bit of them. I'm sure you guys will come up magically with some ones that just came out of the thin air that I didn't address and I don't know about. So again, guys, please bear with us. We are very tired. Do your part as the investor. Look through the pin messages. I guarantee you, if you have 10 questions, 9 out of those 10 questions, if not all 10, will be answered in the pin messages. Can guarantee you that. Again, guys, thank you for supporting us. Thank you for participating in the staking pool. It's something crazy that we've come up with. It's one of the very first of its kind, and we're glad that we could, give you guys that opportunity to, be on the same journey with us. So again, thank you guys, and I hope you all have a great day. Thank you.